Hi guys, I'm Mark from LongIslandWatches.com. I'm just kidding guys. Actually I have been watching a lot of his videos recently and I was really impressed with his new brand that he just launched, the Islander brand. So I'm hoping to have the opportunity to review one of his watches. Unfortunately, they are all out of stock by now. It took him only like a couple of weeks to get all his watches out of stock, which actually speaks for these watches, I believe. I was really impressed with the watch with the 12-hour bezel he presented, and this was actually the first one that got out of stock. So I have subscribed to his waiting list, and I really hope to get my hands on one of his watches and make a review. Until now, I hope he doesn't consider this masking tape as a trademark infringement or something. Okay, so today guys I'm going to review my recent buy, the one I purchased from this shop, W1 Jewelers in London. Obviously I've never heard of this shop before, but I can only speak superlatives for the customer service they provide and the shipping costs, the shipping speeds, etc. So yeah, this is a highly recommended store for now. And now let's get on with the watch. It is a Tudor. It is first let me make a wristwatch check. I'm currently wearing the Casio. I believe it is a ProTrack something. I'm wearing this often when I go to the mountains or to the sea. When I do some diving, this is what I wear. I mean snorkeling, not diving. So yeah, the Tudor. It is a black base steel, which I bought exactly 2 months ago. I wasn't impressed with this model up until now. Frankly, I only purchased this watch because I found it on a really great price. Currently, I believe they go for about the $3,000 mark, brand new. And I managed to find it for a bit less than this. Okay, so brand new, of course. This is the box it came in. It came with all the stickers attached, everything as a brand new watch is supposed to come. It came with 2 straps, and as far as I know, the 2 straps had been offered up until the end of 2018, and 2019 and onwards it is only offered with just only one of those straps. So I guess it was a lucky find. In the box we have a compartment for one of the straps. We have the watch and we have the warranty card, and a manual, of course. Okay, so about this beautiful watch. As you can see, because I purchased it in the beginning of August, I have only used this original Tudor NATO. I'm not sure if can be called a NATO strap because it's fixed to the pins. Actually, it's not moving, it's static NATO of some sort, I don't know. However, it is very comfortable, very nice decision to make the pins static and not have the net to move all the way up and down, you know. This also helps decrease that height. So overall, very nice decision for the strap. This strap also could be regulated. I don't know if you could see it here, but there are two pins inside of this compartment which allow it to move, allow for this holder to move up or right, which then helps it regulate and also helps it not bending your strap when you have some excess strap, you know, like the rest of the NATOs. The original leather strap has some sort of aged grainy leather, and I have only put it on my hand for like a day or two or so, but I was really impressed of how soft and how comfortable this leather is. Other thing I was impressed is of course the buckle. Very detailed, very comfortable, very easy to use. As you can see, I have the stickers on. Not sure if you can see the ceramic balls here, which are helping for the wear of this part of the clasp. You know, the ceramic wears much slower than steel, so. And also this very satisfying click. I love it, guys. I love this clasp. It is really a piece of art. I haven't considered actually ordering the version with the steel bracelet, and I'm going to explain why. I haven't considered that because this watch is all steel. Steel case with a steel bezel, and I have the feeling that if we add the steel bracelet, it's just going to be too much steel, and I really like some contrast on my watches. Okay, so enough for the straps. Let's see what this watch looks like up close. Very beautiful dial, very nice deep black, nice hands, of course. We have the snowflake hands for the hour hand and for the second hands, and this is something I didn't like on pictures. I've never seen actually Tudor in person, but the minute I opened the box and I saw those hands, I instantly fell in love with them. I don't know why, but they're just so beautiful. The bezel is, I think it's yeah, it's a 60 intervals click bezel. Very satisfying clicks, as you can hear. Very robust, very tight, absolutely no back movement. We have the old Tudor logo engraved and etched on the crown, of course. And we have this this black. I'm not sure if it's a PVD coating or anodized aluminum here. This little pipe between the crown and the case, but I just love this black detail, guys. I just love it. Okay, so the watch is of course COSC certified. It has been keeping great time during those 2 months. The first couple of weeks I wore it. It was keeping about, it was about a second and a half slower a day, but now after 2 months of wear, sorry about this, guys, our 2 months of wear, this watch has been almost like 0.5 or 0.4 of a second slower, so it's keeping a really great time. As for the crown action, this is probably the best crown action I have experienced so far. It is really easy to unscrew, also really nice winding feedback, and it is also really easy to screw the crown back on. And you don't have the feeling like you're constantly over tightening the crown. You just have like a stop, a certain stop where you just stop tightening the crown and you cannot tighten it anymore. So this is another thing I like about this watch. A really great detail. I love it. I love the bezel. I love the black details on the bezel. I love the point markers on this dial. I really like this watch. As for the movement, this actually has a new movement developed by Tudor, and this is another reason I bought this watch, because of this new movement. I'm not that familiar with Tudor's movements, and I'm not sure if it is really developed by them or just a modified ETA, for example. But I'm also not sure if those movements are the same or similar like the ones in the Rolexes, but it is certainly a great movement with which is keeping great time with great feedback. The movement is the caliber MT5602 by Tudor. As far as I know, it has been developed for the Pelagos initially a couple of years back, and now they have started using it in other models as well. It is a date movement, as you can see. There is a date window on the 3 o'clock. It is also an 80 hours power reserve movement, which is really a lot more than one should need, but it's nice to have it anyway. One downside of this movement is that it is obviously quite thick, which makes the watch very, I mean not very, but I believe it's about 15 millimeters tall. Let me check this. Okay, so it's about 60 millimeters. Oh, That's a surprising fact even for me. It certainly doesn't feel heavy on the wrist, but I don't think it's going to work under a cuff if you're wearing a shirt and a suit. It is more like a daily watch. As for the diameter, I believe it was around 41 millimeters. Yes, 41 millimeters in diameter. And again, it certainly feels a little less than this, probably because of the bezel, as all dive watches feel a tad of millimeters smaller than their actual sizes. The lug width is 22 millimeters, and this is probably all I wanted to share about this watch, guys. I highly recommend this watch. In the $3,000 range, currently I cannot think of anything else with similar specs. I mean power reserve and so on, in-house movement. I really recommend you this watch if you can find it for about, let's say, $2,005, $600, $700. It's almost a steal, brand new, of course. Okay, so that's all from me now. You can expect another video in a couple of weeks or so, and until then I will be happy to see your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys, bye.